Welcome all students, parents, and friends. On behalf of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh and our partners at Propel, I'm ecstatic to provide and present the new S.T.E.A.M.M program with two M's. In light of recent events around coronavirus or COVID-19, we at the Urban League, with guidance from Propel, pushed through to provide an educational experience that was virtual and still interactive. My name's Aaron Garrett. I'm from the Urban League of Pittsburgh. I grew up in the neighborhood of Garfield, Bloomfield area. I went to public school all my life and actually got rewarded the grant of Pittsburgh Promise, and the Pittsburgh Promise could be yours too. Now, to the right of me, I have two of my supervisors from the Urban League that would like to talk to you.
Welcome to our programming. My name is Victoria Goings. I am the director of the Center of Economic Self-Reliance. Underneath that umbrella is our exciting TechU suite of programs. TechU is involved in providing educational technology elements to you, our students. We're so excited that you could join us today. STEAM is very important, particularly in light of this environment now. It's the minds of the greatest scientists, the greatest engineers using technology to provide an avenue for helping us learn about this virus. In the meantime, please stay safe. As you see, we are practicing social distancing. Otherwise, we would be with you in person. We also are practicing wearing the gears that are recommended by our government. So please stay safe, use your masks, use your gloves, and let me introduce you to my next colleague.
Hello, my name is Winford Craig. I'm the Chief Technology Officer, Director of Information Technology for the Urban League of Pittsburgh. I want to thank you for choosing to be a part of this program. Technology is key to all things, at least as far as I'm concerned. It's the focus of all things. It's the backbone of everything that you do, from a blender to major medical technology to anything that you do. Technology is a key focus. But there's different layers and a different area of focus within technology that we're going to try to give you some information on. So maybe you can choose a career path that can be beneficial not only to you, but you can be beneficial to our society. So I'm looking forward to hearing great things from you. I'm looking forward to you doing a great job in this program. And if you have any questions involving what you want to choose, or what your thoughts are, how you want to go, what method, what path you want to take, we're always here for you. We will be here and always will be here for you. Thank you, and looking forward to working with you.
Okay, thank you for listening to Ms. Victoria and Mr. Winford, because without them, this program would not be what it is today. Before we dive into the PowerPoint presentation, I would like to add some suggestions to help you benefit your education. The red words on any slide, these are vocab words. These words are meaningful to the lesson plan, and also these words are specifically chosen for your grade level, and this will test your vocabulary skills. So when you see a red word, I would like you to write down on a piece of paper the word and definition. Please do not lose this piece of paper, because at the end of the program, we will have some type of assessment, for example, mix and match, or an online Jeopardy game that will test your understanding. Now, what does STEAM mean? Science. The S stands for science. The study of structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and through experiments. T, technology, using scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industries. The E, engineering, the branch of science and technology concerned with design, building, and the use of engine, machines, and also structures. Art, A for art, the expression or application of human creative skills and imagination. Math, the study of numbers, shapes, and patterns. And also medical, relating to the science of medicine or to the treatment of illness or injuries. Now, medical will be our main focus throughout this program, relating it to technology and also introducing you to a new career path that you can get your hands into. Okay, a little information about myself. I was the first graduating class from Pittsburgh Science and Technology. That's in Oakland. It's the old Frick building if you haven't seen it. I recently graduated with my bachelor's in civil engineering, attending the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown campus. I have a number of hobbies. For example, I like listening to podcasts, playing video games, and listening to music. What type of hobbies do you have? I hope they're STEAM related. Now, who do you see in hospitals? Doctors. That's the people that diagnose and operate on patients. You also see nurses, the people that assist doctors and directly assist the sick. And also the patients, the people actually sick and need medical assistance, people who have COVID-19. Students, the people who are studying under medical professions so they could be professionals themselves. And staffing, the people that organize the facility, makes the facility run correctly while doctors are running around like desk workers, cafeteria workers, maintenance workers, and plenty more. Also, there's robots in the hospital, machines that have capabilities of doing human tasks typical of medical professions. Okay, now that we have discussed who works in a hospital, let's look at the different types of doctors in hospitals. And using the keyword treatment, what does each doctor specifically treat? Treatment definition as multiple meanings. The way someone behaves towards or deals with someone or something. But since we're discussing treatment in the medical context, it means the medical care given to a patient for illness or injuries. Sorry, but I had some technical difficulties on the second half of my video, so this is why back to where we left off. Surgeons, they actually treat the entire body of a patient, meaning they can fix about everything if the patient's illness isn't terminal. Now, what terminal means is if the illness is non-life threatening. Okay, so anesthesiologists, right? That's a big word. Doctors who give a patient medicine so they don't feel any pain when they undergo surgeries. Now, pediatricians, can you guess what that is? Pediatricians are doctors who manage the health of your child. So these are your type of doctors that you have. We have older doctors that are more aware of older bodies, okay? Cardiologists specialize in diagnosing and treating the disease of cardiovascular system, the heart. Neurologists treats disorders that affect the brain, spinal cords, and nerves. And we also have robots. Yeah, robots can treat about every job above. We can program robots to do outstanding things, even like surgery. Okay, now I would like y'all to think about what you can do on an everyday basis to prevent you from going to the hospital, and what you can do to be healthy. So the first thing you can do to be healthy is to eat a variety of foods. Base your diet on plenty of foods rich in carbohydrates. Replace saturated fat with unsaturated fat. Enjoy plenty of fruits and vegetables. Also reduce the salt and sugar intake, so no more salty chips and snacks at night, okay? Eat regularly, okay? Control your portion size. You don't want to eat too much. Eat enough that satisfies you. Don't eat enough food to feel bloated or to feel like you gotta go to the bathroom. Drink plenty of fluids, and I'm not talking about sodas or any other thing but water. Water is the most important thing that your body needs. And to maintain a healthy body weight, you can actually look on the internet and find what your age is and your body weight is, and you can tell and you can determine either if you're obese or you're healthy or you're in between. So get a move on, make it happen, okay? Start now and keep changing gradually. And keep changing gradually, meaning that I want you to keep doing the same things over and over, but also better yourself in education and for your body, because your brain is the most important organ that you have, and that keeps your... So robots are rigorous surgical team members. Now you see, rigorous is one of your vocabulary words. So what rigorous means is extremely thorough. It means exhaustive or accurate, okay? So robots are extremely accurate while doing exhaustive work. Just imagine a typical heart surgery will take up to 3 to 6 hours. So can you just imagine yourself in an operating room for 3 to 6 hours, and you have to be completely focused and aware with no breaks. So it's very harsh on the body, and that's why being a medical professional is a very difficult and demanding job. So this is where these robots come in on the screen, just like this one. This is a Da Vinci surgical robot that they created, and we'll watch a short video after this clip looking at a Da Vinci robot and what the capabilities can do. But little disclaimer, we're not going to show any real surgeries. This is a video for just educational purposes. Look at what robots are helping surgeons and nurses do. Okay, so they reduce the average hospital stay. Does anybody know what reduce means? It actually means to make smaller or less in amount, degree, or size. It allows for quicker recovery. Anybody knows what recovery means? To heal, to gain what you have lost, okay? To gain what you have lost. Okay, so also robots can help with surgeons with, say if you're in a risky heart surgery, right? Say you have a doctor, but you also have an option to get a robot. I think I would choose the robot with the help of the surgeons because it's less risk to you and it's supposed to be less pain. So surgeons can see and perform better in surgeries. So why not? This is a short video that we're going to watch on the Da Vinci surgical robot. So pay close attention of what the robot could do and what you can think you could do, or if you could do it better, okay? Wasn't that an interesting video? You could see that the robot could do so much with that Lego, Could you do that even better than the robot? What do you think? I think not, because robots are very smart. Not saying that you're not smart, but we program them to do what we want. So let's take a look at the people responsible for creating these robots. So let's start off with scientists. Who are the people responsible for proving needs for the robot using research and data to formulate hypotheses and prove it through experiments? Now, hypothesis is actually just a question that needs to be answered. So the question may be, why is the earth round? So they would come up with an experiment to see if that statement was true or false. And then we have technologists using the information given from the scientists and develop a software that they can use. So basically the brain of the robot. Engineers who design and build the machine themselves. Artists to implement visual components of the machine that are visually appealing to other people. We have medical technologists, are people who actually work with robots in surgeries. They give us the feedback on things that do and don't work, so members of the other groups can fix it. Also, we have mathematicians. They work through the whole process of building machines because there is always tedious mathematics in any STEM related project or assignment that you'll get. So improving your math skills is very important. All of these fields come together with information and build new technology to help your everyday heroes. And that's what we've been calling medical professionals, our heroes, because right about now their jobs are the highest risk jobs right now because they're dealing with the coronavirus, or other words, COVID-19 patients, and they can. Do you want to build a robot? If so, we have a great career path for you. In order to build robots, you have to become a robotic engineer. Now, I'm a civil engineer, so I work with bridges, roads, structures, skyscrapers, any type of building, houses, and I've worked with the blueprints and figuring out how to build that and what loads and different combination of loads that I have to deal with and make the material specified to those loads. But a robotic engineer, they're actually making blueprints of robots, dealing with the software, and also creating and testing the robots. Just like me, you have to finish high school, get accepted to college, finish your 4-year degree, and you have to apply for jobs near you at robotics engineering to be a robotic engineer. Another avenue that you can go down is actually being an entrepreneur, meaning that you work for yourself, you don't have a boss, but you can become an inventor. Now, an inventor is a person that comes up with ideas or a concept and creates a product that we enjoy. So most people don't know that most things that we come across are created by inventors. You know who invented the peanut? You ever remember an inventor named of George Washington Carver? He actually invented 300 ways that you can use peanut butter. He also invented shampoos and other things. He's one of the greatest inventors that the world has ever seen. So you should go look him up. And remember to write down inventor and what does it mean. Now this is the end of lesson 1 of the S.T.E.A.M.M program. Now if you had any questions during this whole video or you missed anything, please feel free to contact me at my email, which is agarrett@ulpgh.org. That is Garrett, GARRETT @ulpgh.org. Thank you. See you next time.